Hello guys, back again with the Alrazda channel, and this time, as always, we will be back to talk about the best Donghua series, and of course, it is SwallowedStar. In the previous episode, we were shown Luo Feng, who has eliminated 3 people who brought chaos to the world, namely Atkin, Nehru, and Yan Hai. Luofeng has also held his wedding party with Shusen, which can finally be realized. Good news also emerged when Hong and Lixian's brainwaves began to reactivate after a long time, which indicated that the 2 strongest people on Earth would soon open their eyes again. Together with Babata, Luofeng also went to Mars to mine some of the items they needed to strengthen Luofeng, especially since he would soon be exploring the universe. Then what is the story this time? Without further delay, we will go straight to the storyline. Still located on Mars in a place with a surface filled with fine gravel, Babata and Luofeng found a starfleet, which was an abandoned starfleet base of the Silver Blue Empire. After checking the pyramid-shaped building, Luofeng found a location filled with golden ether crystals inside. And without lingering, they immediately went inside to mine these treasures. When the 2 of them entered the designated room, they were surprised to see that there were already tons of gold ether crystals. Not wanting to waste the treasure that had been found, Luofeng immediately activated his storage ring and sucked up all the gold ether crystals without leaving a single piece. After putting the treasures into storage, Luofeng then asked Babata how many gold ether crystals have been obtained. And then specifically, Babata was able to explain that Luofeng had just obtained 2.34 tons of C8 quality gold ether crystals and 33.600 tons of B8 quality, while those with 8 quality were too many to be able to count the number. And since everything has now gone into the storage room, all they have to do is return to Earth. Before that, according to the Babata, who later revealed that there is still what is the most valuable treasure when compared to those crystals that look like they are piled up. Then what is the most valuable treasure that the Babata is referring to? And of course, it is none other than Starfleet itself. Because this pyramid-shaped building is formed from gold ether crystal materials. After obtaining this information from the Babata, Luofeng immediately put the large object into his storage ring, which had a very large space. Because there are no more things they can loot, the 2 of them immediately leave Mars and return to Earth. After Babata locked the coordinates of their destination back to Earth, the 2 of them celebrated with a small party, drinking wine because they managed to obtain valuable treasures. Here, Luofeng was still a little confused. He wondered that indeed these treasures were very valuable, but basically, the metal that had a 8 quality couldn't help his Golden Horn clone training, so why did they have to take so many crystals? While knocking Luo Feng's head with a Babata tail, why did he never think about what the Silver Blue Emperor wanted to do by building this much gold and emerald crystal mining? After thinking for a while, Luofeng said that perhaps the crystals could be used for forging materials, or could also be sold. And, of course, that was the answer. Even though A8 quality gold ether crystals weren't that expensive, with that many, it would still be a lot of money. And after the crystals were converted into the universe's currency, Luofeng was able to obtain a nutrition pack that could increase his physical fitness as a human. In addition, Luofeng could also purchase mental-type weapons that could improve his combat abilities, and even those could be used to upgrade and refine the rubbed cloud rattan. Those were some of the things Luofeng needed if he wanted to advance into the universe, and money was the most important capital to start with. Luofeng didn't expect that, even after he left the Earth, he would still have to fight to be able to get a lot of money. Money can indeed make things easier, guys. After disabling the external view feature, Luofeng activated the super speed feature, and instantly the Black Dragon Mountain X-81 spaceship shot at the speed of light towards Earth. On the way, Babata then explained that Huiyanbo had prepared for his last disciple 3 universe bank accounts that Luofeng could open after fulfilling certain requirements, which of course contained many treasures that Luofeng would most likely need while exploring the universe. This was why the golden ether crystal Luofeng had now would be the only source of income he could have before his human clone body could reach star level. However, here, Luofeng did not want to discuss the bank account, and what he wanted to question was why Huiyanbo destroyed the Silver Blue Emperor's Starfleet. As Babata explained, when Huiyanbo crashed his ship into the Silver Blue Emperor's Starfleet, all of their gold crystals were then stranded on Mars, and the crash incident became the beginning of the conflict between Huiyanbo and the Silver Starfleet. Although Huiyanbo is said to be very strong and has reached the immortal level, there are still many enemies who are much stronger than him. And from the dispute, in the end, Huiyanbo had to suffer severe injuries. And to avoid the pursuit of the Starfleet, Huiyanbo then obscured the coordinates of the solar system as well as several surrounding galaxies, making it an empty area in the universe so that his existence was difficult to detect. According to Babata, the Starfleet they had just encountered on Mars was just a school of fish in a pond. Of course, it was just one of the many powerful Starfleets that could easily be destroyed by the forces in the universe, which also showed that Luo Feng still had a long way to go if he wanted to become a powerful presence in the universe. In addition, Earth is also included in the row of several planets that are included in the empty area zone. But if one day the existence of Earth is discovered by the existence of the universe, then of course, the strong people who come from outside the Earth will become an entity capable of determining the life and death of people living on Earth. So before the empty area of Earth is really discovered by aliens, the only thing Luo Feng can achieve is to become a stronger warrior, where the strength he has is able to protect the Earth he lives on. While Luo Feng continues his journey home, we will be brought to Earth. Together with that, the media broadcast happy news to all the people of Earth. Finally, Hong and Li Shen, who had fought valiantly against the Golden Horn monster, had finally woken up a few days ago, and the resurrection of the 2 strongest people would certainly make a great contribution to the stability of the world. The scene switches to the Extreme Martial Club headquarters. Luo Feng, who has just arrived at the location with several inspectors, starts running towards Hong because he is very happy to see his leader, who is now recovered from his coma. Hong, who hugged Luo Feng, felt very proud because, during his absence, Luo Feng had handled both internal and external affairs. That's why Hong felt the need to thank Luo Feng a lot. Hong also knew what Luo Feng had done during his sleep, where Luo Feng had saved the Earth after he defeated the golden-horned behemoth. And then Luo Feng was also the one who could get rid of the 3 figures who had disrupted the world, namely Akin, Nehru, and Yanhai. According to Hong, every action Luo Feng took certainly brought humanity out of the brink of crisis and chaos. A little humble, Luo Feng also said that he could not have done all these things without the support and help of the people around him. "Hey, don't be so modest," said the Thunder God, who then embraced Luo Feng and invited him to have a drink to make up for not being able to attend Luo Feng's wedding ceremony. In the other direction, Hong thought, although the monsters on Earth were no longer a threat after passing through the great crisis given by the Golden Horn monster, for him, the vast, starry sky was very mysterious, deep, and boundless. So it was still unknown how many dangers were hidden within. In the midst of drinking with these 3 people, Hong explained that previously, the 2 of them were having some discussions related to a fact they discovered from the ruins of ancient civilizations, where the 2 discovered that the Earth was just a no-man's planet located in the Silver Blue Empire. And of course, Luo Feng already knew about it from Babata. Hong continued. He again said that since slavery was a common thing in the universe, for a planet like Earth, after its existence was discovered, it would be a nightmare, where the inhabitants of the Earth would become slaves, and even the Earth itself could also become a traded item. So for now, there is nothing they can do but become stronger. Hong's words this time were the same as those spoken by Babata earlier to the Luo Feng guys. So from now on, as the 3 strongest people on Earth, the 3 of them would spend the day training together, and the 3 of them would toast to formalize that they had become brothers.
进退，我们结拜为兄弟，共同
On the other hand, Babata admits that Hong and Li Shen are very intelligent people, but unfortunately, they don't have good masters or genes. So to be able to break through to the star level would be very difficult for them. And according to Babata, it would take at least 60 years for the two of them to reach it. Luo Feng thought that if that was the case, why didn't Babata just give those two people some special training skill notes? And of course, Babata wouldn't be able to give that to Hong and Li Aishen since they weren't disciples of planet Yunmo. And after that, Luo Feng also whispered Babata. And unfortunately, we couldn't hear the contents of their whispers, guys. The scene then changed to Luo Feng taking Hong and Li Shen into a dark room. And of course, this place was Huyan Bo's spaceship. Luo Feng also explained that these were the ruins of an ancient civilization called Planet Yunmo that had been on Earth about 50,000 years ago. Planet Yunmo itself had the purpose of looking for suitable candidates on Earth. So if Hong and Li Shen wanted to be part of Planet Yunmo like Luo Feng, all they needed to do was be willing to become disciples of Huyan Bo. Previously, Hong had heard some explanations from Luo Feng that basically the planet Yunmo had been destroyed, and the only disciple who was part of the planet Yunmo was Luo Feng alone. He was guided by an intelligent life form along with him. Laughing, Li Shen felt that if the two of them also became disciples, then not only could they learn about secret skills, but they would also be bound by some sort of rules. So, of course, Li Shen would agree to be part of planet Yunmo. The Thunder God's words immediately irritated Babata, and she unhesitatingly showed himself in front of Hong and Li Shen while ranting at Li Shen for disobeying the rules and disrespecting Huyan Bo. Li Shen wondered, who exactly was this little girl with horns who was grumbling in front of him? As Hong and Li Shen agreed to become disciples, Babata explained that her was an intelligent life form or artificial intelligence, and although his master no longer existed, Babata would instead educate Hong and Li Shen like their own parents. And afterwards, Babata showed Hong and Li Shen Huyan Bo's bodies, which had been neatly stored in a large chest. Here, Babata also told Huyan Bo that he managed to get 2 new disciples besides Luo Feng. Along with that, Babata also asked the new disciples to immediately kneel before the figure of Master Huyan Bo as part of the form of respect and inauguration as new disciples. After paying homage to Huyan Bo, Luo Feng unceremoniously invited Hong and Li Shen to directly practice together. And to increase their efficiency in practice, Luo Feng then took out a lot of wood crystals, where each of them would consume 40 pieces. As disciples, they should be grateful, as the crystals were the legacy intentionally left by the deceased Huyan Bo. When trying to learn some skills in the virtual space, Li Shen felt that the 9-stage Thunder Sword technique he created seemed to be a weak technique compared to the skills he had just learned. Meanwhile, Hong was amazed when he saw that the skill records he was looking through on the virtual screen had explanations and pictures that were very easy to understand, so a disciple like him could easily learn some new abilities. In the other direction, secretly, Babata also told Luo Feng that Li Shen and Hong were very intelligent people, and with Huyan Bo's legacy, perhaps their strength would surge rapidly. Then isn't Luo Feng afraid that he might be overtaken by the two if that happens? Babata asked. Of course, Luo Feng never thought that it would happen. Of course, the possibility of Hong and Li Shen being able to catch up with Luo Feng's golden horn body was a very difficult thing, because for the human race that had reached the Traveler's starting level to try to break through to the star level and to the next level, each increase was a breakthrough to achieve new strength, showing that being able to go to the next level was very difficult for the human race. But it was different with Luo Feng, who was more focused on the inner world and his original body, which was now at the 3rd level of star level. As long as the level of his clone body did not exceed the level of his golden horn body, Luo Feng would not encounter any obstacles in being able to increase his level. While Luo Feng is training, we will be taken deep into space, where we will be shown an airship that is exploring. They were incredulous when some of their crew found a wormhole, and when they entered it, they were confronted with a galaxy that was a zone of empty space and no man's land. They also detect that there is a great power covering the coordinate area of this place that is probably tens of thousands of years old, but the owner of the power is dead. Since the powerful presence had died and used the power to cover the coordinates, the captain felt that the powerful figure intended to secure his possessions. So that's why he will search, and then they will immediately explore every planet in the galaxy and prioritize visiting planets that have life forms on them, and one of them is Earth. And that's this episode, guys. Terrible aliens began to appear. Can Luo Feng overcome the aliens who are trying to invade Earth, guys? Don't miss the story, and we'll be back again next week. Bye.
遇到了蜕变之日，哇，真的！接我一刀，检测第2形态，生命星球，囚笼系与外星种族接触，吉凶难料。登占领后，少不了你们的好。难料。
飞船马上要达到光速了，在这里踏出融入宇宙的第一步。
暗宇宙，棒棒糖，我来